In 2007, the Calexico Police Department responded to 1,587 calls to the downtown port of entry. This represents 25 to 30% of all calls responded to by the police department. With each call requiring 2 to 3 hours, these calls have created a fiscal strain on the department. Calexico, which has a population of 37,000 and a close-knit relationship with Mexicali across the border, is experiencing what many U.S. border communities are enduring as the frontline agencies along the southern border. Imperial County spent $5.5 million in 2006 for law enforcement and criminal justice service costs of undocumented immigrants, costing each resident $34.59 per year, according to a recent study on costs that counties on the U.S.-Mexico border pay out. The Calexico Fire Department also attributes one-third of its calls to medical aids related to the border. For Calexico, the manpower and overtime spent on border-related issues can no longer be stomached, as it finds itself on a $1.3 million budget deficit this year. Services are being cut, including $389,000 from the police department. The city council has instructed Police Chief Jim Nehuar to find ways to cut down on responses to the border. As of March 11th, Calexico police have stopped responding to some incidents at the border. The federal government has not reimbursed Calexico for border-related incidents, and its drain on local police is increasingly becoming a sore point. In addition to responding to the port of entry for warrants, missing persons, and unlicensed drivers, police respond to the Calexico Border Patrol Station to process and transport illegal immigrants to the county jail who are caught attempting to cross illegally and that have warrants or whose charges don't meet the criteria for federal charges. The Border Patrol constantly requests police to initiate vehicle stops, process unlicensed drivers, and tow away cars. There's border-related traffic and illegal business catering to border crossers, such as illegal taxis. Homeland Security is all of our responsibility, but the federal government needs to pay their share, Chief Nehuar said. A Department of Homeland Security program addresses the lapse. Operation Stone Garden distributes a total of $60 million to border agencies along both the Mexican and Canadian frontiers annually to respond to border issues. Nehuar said he would like to get at least $330,000 from Stone Garden. That's what it would take to post a Calexico police officer annually at the port of entry and process all the calls there. Imperial Valley's Congressman Bob Filner said Calexico's woes has rejuvenated his efforts to seek more funds. His last bill that dealt with the issue, the Pay-Up Bill, stalled at the committee level in 2005. You have sparked some real interest on my part to become more focused, so I am working with communities like Calexico, San Isidro, and Otay Mesa to do a Save Our Borders community bill that will recognize it as a federal responsibility to deal with those issues and not a local one, Filner said. But with no actual assistance materializing thus far, Nehuar said he may eliminate responses to most border incidents altogether if the federal government resumes its apathy towards police agencies along the border. That would be unprecedented for the department and perhaps the nation, but Nehuar, a 15-year Calexico veteran and chief for just 3 months, is willing to stop the practice despite its unknown consequences. We don't know if it is illegal or not. Those are the things we are looking into, but we can't continue to do what we are doing now. I don't know of any obligation other than a moral one, the chief said.